When last we left off, the party had arrived at Sessora, gotten into a little bit of an interesting situation where Skippy talked to a little girl in the market to get a contact with the underground, and turned out that the underground was speaking to law enforcement. The Knight Commander of the Elves in Sessora approached you guys and basically wound up leading you to the old Duke's Manor, where you guys are, and he's left you alone with the princess.
Well, I think we should set a priority on getting the messages out that we feel we need to.
So do we know who we were going to give the letter to?
No, not exactly. I thought perhaps we could speak with the Night Guard, or you could speak with this new contact in the underworld.
I don't know if that's a good idea. I don't trust her at all.
Well, she met a potential criminal for the first time and immediately turned them into the authorities. She seems all right.
I don't think you understand. There's a code among thieves. She broke that code.
So you're saying she's not a very good thief?
What I'm saying is she doesn't stick to the codes very well. And if we can't trust her to stick to the codes, then how can we trust her to deliver this letter?
Well, I don't think we would give her the letter, but she might be able to point us at some way to transmit the message. But we can start with the Night Guard.
Let's start there.
Okay. When you say the Night Guard, you mean the Knight Commander who brought you here?
The Knight Commander, that's right.
And that letter looks okay?
Yeah, I'm so good with that.
Yeah, I think so.
Skippy doesn't have a horse in this race.
Okay, I'm just going to delete it then, in case anybody from Group 1 pokes their head in.
Oh, that's going to be interesting.
Yeah, it is. I'm looking forward to them getting back to Nordgard and finding out about all that good stuff.
Me too.
So, you guys want to talk to the Knight Commander? How are you going to go about that?
I don't know. Where would we find the Knight Commander? Does anyone know?
I don't think anybody would know, but I'm pretty good at cities, and I know them. If I were to design it this city like this, I would put the main guard gates at near so-and-so.
Like good old urchin background.
I think I can lead us there.
Or do you think it would be better to establish Gaelen's, lordship here? It may give us, we may gain access to some new information sources that way too.
We're not going to actually follow through with this Gaelen as ruler of Sessora, are we? We have other things to concern ourselves with.
Well, yes, but can you imagine what we could do with the resources of a city like this? If, Gaelen as the Lord can use it to help turn the city towards assisting us in this search. I mean, that could be something that we could never gain otherwise. I'm not saying we have to stay here and run the day to day, but I mean, what Lord does, but we should at least establish him as the new Lord and take care of any formalities, make this our own and then do what we can.
I think this is just going to distract him from the task at hand.
I think we kind of already have established it, right? By letting the authorities know. Is there something else that needs to be done?
I mean, I imagine with lordship, there's at least some paperwork. I mean, you can't imagine the amount of paperwork for a funeral, so I can imagine taking over a city requires a little bit more.
What's paperwork?
The most tedious task that exists on this plane.
Well, whatever it is, let's get going. We should go find this. We need to act quickly.
I do have to say a dead dragon just followed us here, so that makes sense to me.
Well, can Skippy lead the way?
Okay. Brian, I have street urchin, which gives me the ability to move faster within cities and stuff like that, so I assume it helps you kind of maybe decipher a city?
Yeah, you can figure out the general lay of the land from the walking through that you've done so far and continuing to search around. Is there anything in particular you're looking for?
Well, I would like to take him to take everybody to the main, guard house, where we might find the Knight Commander.
The guy who thought we were dead?
Yeah.
I don't like him. Seems like an idiot.
Well, you haven't seen anything that looks particularly like a barracks so far walking through town, but you have seen the main hall in the center of the city where you would imagine day-to-day runnings are going, and by the sounds of it, the Knight Commander seems to be in charge of doing stuff around here since the Duke is dead.
Also seemed rather drunk.
No, he isn't. In fact, I'll pinch him right now to show you. I pinch Gaelen.
Ow.
Galen's not a Duke.
Well, isn't he a duke because he runs a city now?
No. A Duke has a
Oh.
much higher ranking in the Elven Empire overall.
So what is he then, the Burgermeister?
Sure.
Burger.
All right, I will lead them to the main area, keeping my eyes open for a barracks as we go, assuming that a barracks would probably be close to the main hall, because they would be doing business back and forth quite a bit, I would think.
Give me a perception check.
I would love to give you a perception check. That would make my day.
Good, good. I like to make you happy. You make your way back towards the main hall in the center of town, and you don't see anything nearby that looks like what you would consider a barracks to look like, even though you get a pretty good look around as you're going.
This seems strange. There's no barracks right beside the is there a guard out front of the hall?
No.
Maybe they have a militia.
Sorry, what was it?
Militia. A civilian guard. It's volunteers, so they don't have a...
Oh, militia. I thought you said perhaps they have a Marsha. I was wondering who Marsha was.
They may also have a Marsha.
They might have one or two Marshas. Well, I don't see any guards to ask either, so I don't know. Maybe we can go into the hall and find out there.
What if there's the general attitude of the other guards?
Did anyone get Guy Who Thinks We're Dead's name? Because we could just ask around for him.
Well, he's the Knight Commander, so we could just ask for the Knight Commander.
I believe the Knight Commander's name was Jem Inibus.
Make sure to point out we're alive.
This whole undead thing's really bothering you, isn't it, Faewyn?
Yes, they wrecked Steamton. I don't know why they can't even tell a dead person from a live person. Huh.
All right, Skippy will start walking into the hall if nobody else is saying anything.
So you get up to the main doors to the building, and when they're opened, you hear the sound of merriment, music, and drinking
Sounds good.
That's drunk.
going on inside. And you can see that the building is one large open room with tables spread throughout, and well-armed and armored elves partying and generally enjoying themselves. And at the head table at the far end of the room, you do see Knight Commander Anibos drinking heavily.
Hey guys, I think I found him.
I'll trot after Skippy.
I will as well.
Me too.
Yeah, so
I think these guys are going to have a lot of trouble with all the undead things coming here.
Do you mean you?
What?
I mean, I don't think you're undead, but if he thinks you're undead.
We convinced him he's just an idiot. I'm most certainly alive.
Is there people serving alcohol?
Yes, there are waiters and waitresses moving through the area with mugs and goblets, glasses of various types of alcohol. There's also food being served, being brought in. People are actually pushing their way through the front doors past you to bring food in from somewhere outside. And yeah, it's generally a very merry scene.
I still look like a little girl, don't I?
It's possible.
I think I do. Yeah, I think I'm still disguised as a little girl.
I don't think anything happened in between that you would have changed out of.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
Gaelen will try and secure a nail.
Yeah, you have no problem.
How exactly will you try to secure a nail?
Like catching one of the servers,
And how will you catch them?
like stopping them
But like, how do you stop them?
With your hands.
with a hand.
Okay, when you reach out, I'd like to make an attack.
What? Who are you attacking and why?
I'm attacking Gaelen.
Her father.
Daddy, don't drink.
Oh my god.
You miss. You totally ineffective.
Yeah, I would have pulled the damage, but I reach out and try to slap his hand down while he's waving at the when he goes to wave at the server. Gaelen, it's not time to drink. We have business to do.
It is always time to drink, Skippy.
And yeah, you managed to get an ale unaccosted by your daughter.
Your daughter is got her hands on her hips and she's like tapping her toe angrily and scowling at you.
Would you like an ale, Skippy?
No, I just want you to focus on what we're doing.
I am focused. And Gaelen will walk towards Anibos.
Okay. Yeah, he sees you and stands up and bows low before saying, Lord Gaelen, welcome to the party. Good to see you.
And good to see you, Jim Anibos. What is the party for?
We're alive. Good enough for a drink, I think. Yep.
I agree. Were you thinking that you shouldn't be alive?
Well, you never know in these times. About due for another attack sometime soon, so this could be my last drink. Who knows?
You most certainly will be looking forward to an attack sometime soon. I don't know if it'll be immediately, but it will be soon.
Oh, it's usually every couple of hours. Just long enough that you can't get a good sleep. Miserable undead monsters.
Yes, the guards at Valshani said the same thing, and then a day and a half later, Valshani was wiped out.
Yeah, well, they've been trying to wipe us out for a while now, and we're still mostly, well, some of us still here. I don't suppose fancy royals in Valshani thought to send any extra support troops along the way here, did they?
I would assume they all perished. I don't know that there was anyone to send. If anyone is coming, they may be coming down the road.
Fantastic. Well, perhaps we shall outlive the queen and all that.
Perhaps. Is there anywhere that the
queen is dead?
The Knight Commander just looks at you and blinks.
Lord Commander guy, could you tell us where the undead are coming from?
That's Knight Commander, little girl. The only lord in here is Lord Gaelen. He runs this town now. So grateful it's not me any longer.
How are you going to defend the city when you're drunk like this?
Well, that's the trick. We drink, and then we fight, and then we drink, and then we fight, and on it goes until we die.
Be better if you tried not to die.
Yeah, and I think that's going to come way faster because you're drinking.
Listen, little girl, I don't expect you to understand the complexities of a prolonged war without rest. We are making do as best we can against an enemy without limits. So I'd request that you mind your own business and go play with the children while there are children to play with.
But it is my business. You have to defend us.
And that's exactly what we're doing.
Is there anybody here that's trying not to die that we could talk to instead of you?
We're all trying not to die. It's just a matter of time until we do.
and you'll stand until you do, right?
As best we can, yes.
Is there any place that the civilians could be led away to?
Sessora is the westernmost town in the Empire. As far as I know, everything to the east has been overrun. The smaller settlements had no defenses worth talking about, and we've seen our own kin throw themselves at our walls as undead monsters. I tell you, it's shaken some of my soldiers. They've had a few throw themselves back at the undead when they've seen friends and family amongst the zombies, and they have joined the ranks. Our guard has been thinned dramatically over the course of this war, and we have very few left to hold against the constant assaults.
How many are attacking?
Oh, depends. In the early days, it was a handful, but now you might see a couple of dozen at a time coming against the walls. We're out of ammunition in the city, so we must ride out to face them. And each time we do, more elves fall and join the ranks, and we must end them as well. I fear that if the assaults continue, we won't last the day.
Can we get specifics on what you faced last time?
Zombies. Just so many zombies.
That's going to get significantly worse.
As I said, if we survive the day at our current rate, I will be surprised. All of my knights are exhausted. We've been battling far beyond what can be expected of us. In the early days, we could at least take shifts, but now it's every elf who's available to hold a sword is marching to the walls to protect us.
Can we speak privately for a moment and then talk with you again, please?
He lifts his mug and in salute before downing it.
Skippy scowls at him.
Will everybody move away for a sec with me?
Yep.
We might be able to protect them enough to let them get some sleep.
I'm listening.
I would feel better leaving this town with some possibility rather than none.
I can heal the room too.
What can we offer them?
Well, a couple dozen zombies. We could handle some of that for certain. Even if it was just to let one shift full of people sleep, that would have one shift fully rested for them.
You're suggesting we just give them even a short break.
A break may help them somewhat. I don't know how to help them permanently.
I think we help them permanently by destroying the book.
How does destroying the book help them permanently, though? They're still going to have ravening hordes coming over. They're just following the same boat that we took. Destroying the book isn't going to change that.
Well, we don't know that, but
Destroying the book only stops the revival of I've forgotten his name,
Glythor.
of Glythor. It doesn't do anything about the existing zombies. We still will have to eventually figure out what to do about that. So why not deal with that now, so that this town and us are that much safer in our struggle to destroy this book?
you're trying to stem the tide. Like, that's not going to happen.
But Skippy, you're assuming too much that destroying this book stops all the zombies. It doesn't. If we destroy this book, they don't.
I'm not assuming that. I'm just saying that you don't know that it doesn't. What I'm saying is that we can stop here and fight these zombies and give them a break. Not that I'm entirely certain they deserve it by the way they're drinking, which doesn't help you stay awake. It makes you sleepy. But my point is that we have to go down our path as quickly as possible to try to figure out a way to stop the zombies. And we're not going to do that by confronting a couple of dozen zombies here. We need to make our way to
Back
the
in time.
dwarven ruins.
Of course.
Or back in time if that's what we figure out. But our present course of action is to take us to the dwarven ruins. Perhaps maybe where we might learn something about what we might be able to do about these zombies. Confronting them here is only going to buy time for these people. It's not going to save them.
That may be so, but I cannot keep walking on, allowing city but after city to fall behind me in a quest to destroy a book. I cannot turn my back on another city and let it burn in ashes.
It's not a quest to destroy a book. That's just one step in a larger quest.
Seems to me these people have given up hope. If we are able to give them an opportunity to regroup, they may get some, and we won't have to worry about zombies behind us.
Yes, we will. There are more zombies than than one day of fighting on the walls of Sessora is going to solve.
That's totally true.
We might be able to bolster Sessora enough that they can give us more time.
That they take interest in bolstering themselves again. It looks to me like they're waiting to be overrun and hopefully passed out drunk when they're killed.
And we can't base the entire city, judge them simply on these soldiers. There's an entire town of people here that we cannot judge based off of these people here.
We need to get these messages sent, but I'm all for clearing a swath and giving them a moment of respite.
And in the meantime, while we're giving them a moment of respite, how many thousands of other people will die because we wait here? We're not trying to save just one town. We're trying to save all of them.
And how many towns are you willing to watch fall in your attempt to save all of them except for the ones that fall?
It's simple. We're making a numbers game here. It's the same argument that was on the ship with the dragon. Some will have to fall.
And you're willing to walk through and say, you all deserve to die so that we can serve the greater good.
No.
That's what you're doing. We are in this town right now, and you are saying to leave it so that we can serve the greater good. We are here. We've met people in this town.
Gaelen was entrusted the defense of this town, and you asking him to walk away from that without any consideration to what he wants to do. You never asked him once. This is now his town.
Absolutely. He had a much more important quest before he was given this town.
But who are you, Skippy, to tell others what their priorities are?
And who are you to decide that as well?
I watched my friends and family die in Steamton. I'm not going to watch people die here when we can help.
Indeed, I agree, Lignyck. I will not walk away from another city again.
And if we're trying to find the best way to solve them, I don't know why we aren't pursuing time travel more avidly than we are.
Because time travel doesn't exist.
I am a time wizard.
Okay,
Now,
go back in time.
I can't quite go back in time all the way till then, but I can play with it some. I just have, my research was in Steamton. I'm sure if I could get to it, I could figure it out.
Time travel might not exist yet. It's only a matter of time.
And you said there's hordes. We have to stop hordes. I don't know how the 5 of us can stop hordes, except for to make them smaller.
That's right. We need more information. Information I bet you will find in the ruins of the dwarves.
Ruins that no one has ever found before. We still have no idea where to begin our search. Why not start here and trying to gain more information? We don't even know where people have searched to know where not to look again.
Out of character, wasn't there we had some clues of where it was.
There was a map that Gaelen found with a general area of mountains, but beyond that, there's nothing concrete.
How big of an area of mountains are we talking, like landmass wise?
Let me link the map for you.
It actually wasn't that far west from where we are, relatively speaking, but it is through jungle and then mountain. Like, there's nothing nice about the path.
Yeah, there's no road that goes to the mountains from Sessora, so it's going to be through the jungle, and it'll be a few days travel through the jungle before you get to the hill lands and then the mountains. It would probably take you 3 or 4 days to walk through uncharted jungle before you got out of the jungle and into the hilly and mountainous terrains around the Lake of Tears.
We would need to at least obtain gear from being in the mountains. It's going to be much colder and the weather is going to be entirely different. And if there's no towns or anything along the way, then we have to find that all here before we go anywhere. This might be the last civilization we see.
So do you all remember that picture I drew of that large feathered creature being attacked by the giants, these zombie giants? When we fled Velshini, I didn't get a good look, but I got a good listen. And that massive creature that was destroying the walls of Velshini was that creature. I don't know exactly what it means. If the vision meant me to stand against it then, but I didn't. I think we will stand here a moment and give them a break. And maybe it will make them strong enough that they can give us more time.
Skippy sighs exasperatedly, throws his hands up in the air and says, "Whatever," and walks outside.
We do need to secure these messages, though. So, shall we talk to the Knight Commander again?
While you guys do so, I'm going to see if there are any wounded soldiers that need tending to, and head there. See if I can't help bolster them that way.
That sounds good.
Am I able to grab a server and ask them if there is like a hospital or somewhere set up nearby?
There is a temple to Coralin, just a little ways to the west of where you are.
Oh, yeah. When we get along, we're tight. So tight.
Isn't that the one that tried to kill you?
Yeah, kind of related. Yep, somewhat. Sort of directly. And the exact person. Yes.
Just an avatar.
Yeah, but the avatars are the will of their gods, so it's a fairly good idea that, just in general. However, he, as bad as it is to say, he's not there right now to say anything. So I'll head on over. Not really bad feeling in my stomach, but I'll head over to the temple.
Maybe somebody should go with him. I'll go with him.
Thank you. I'll definitely appreciate the company.
Okay, so just so I'm clear, Gaelen and Lignyck are still in the main hall. Faewyn and Grun are headed to...
And Seraphina.
And Seraphina are headed to the temple. And Skippy has just left the hall.
Yeah, and then he did a really bad attempt at stealth when he got out.
Which would mean I would just see you, but I wouldn't say anything because I wouldn't want to, kind of tarnish your pride.
Well, you see him basically hustling away from the hall. He looks like he's on a mission.
Okay. I just take note of what direction you head.
You don't want to make an insight check?
Yeah, I can.
Okay. Sorry, that was a little meta.
Do I notice?
Your passive perception is pretty terrible.
Probably not. He's not a book.
Nope.
So that would have been 24. I think that you'd be pretty confident that he's going to do this himself.
Oh, for the love of Skippy. Grun pops his head back into the hall and hollers over to the others. Skippy's gonna do something stupid. Come on.
King Skippy danced away most of his life with a fae. I'm not sure what more stupid he can do.
Screw you, Gaelen.
Do this all on his own. And then Grun will pop out and start heading off.
What do you think, King Lignyck? Sticking with the plan?
You know him. Go catch up, see if you can stop him or change his mind. I'm going to see if I can do some things really quick to help them.
Can you talk to Jim, Knight Commander, about getting these messages sent very quickly? Like, very quickly?
Where are they going? If I'm talking to him about getting them sent quickly, it would be good to know where they're going.
Oh, right. All we know is that one town name, Nordgard. That's really it. We know nothing else. And I suppose a copy of the letter could be sent to whatever there is for a monarchy or whatever kind of government they might have in the north. I have no...
Northgard, got it.
All right. Then I'll go after Kinski.
All right. So first off, we will start with Lignyck. Since you are in the main hall, how are you approaching this?
As I approach the Knight Commander, I get close to a table of someone that either has abandoned their food or has passed out beside their food, and I grab an empty-ish plate.
Okay.
While I'm walking, I shake it to get the food off of it. When I get up to him, I set the plate down in front of him. And I say, excuse me, Knight Commander, my name and your time.
What's that about?
A couple things. So, this city's kind of round, right?
Yeah, roughly.
Okay, this plate represents the city. Where are the zombies coming in? If I point to the bottom right-hand corner, if this is the harbor and the top right-hand corner, and this is the gate, and at the bottom. And this is the other gate where the zombies coming in.
He points up to the northeastern gate and says, "Yeah, zombies are always attacking the same spot there, trying to get through our gates. So we've been forced to rush out to meet them when we see them coming down the road.
How important is that road?
That road connects us to all of the towns to the east and eventually Velshani.
How many people can read?
Most elves can read. What does that have to do with anything?
Okay, good. I'm going to try and do something to help with the zombies that way. I have another question, though. If we needed a letter, something sent to the North Guard, how would we do that from here? On orders of Lord Gaelen.
Not really sure what you mean about a North Guard. The Elven Empire is sort of east to west in nature, and so we don't really have any northern outposts in the jungle.
North? Hold on, let me think. Nordguard?
Not really familiar with that name. Is it close to the Elven Nation? Is this some what are you, gnome? No, is this a gnomish city?
It's on the northern continent.
Oh, that's I'm not at all familiar with that. You might have more luck at the Wizard's Tower. They have a general understanding of geography and everywhere the elves.
And is there a Wizard's Tower here, or are you talking about the one in Velsheen?
Yes, the Wizard's Tower here, just to the southwest of the main hall. You can't miss it.
Okay, thank you very much.
No problem at all, my little friend. Best of luck to you.
With that, I sprint as fast as my little legs can carry me, and hop on Krabby as soon as I get out the doors.
Okay, you race off towards the Wizard's Tower. In the meantime, Gaelen and Skippy are outside the main.
I just realized that we have split this party 6 ways from Sunday.
Uh-huh.
And like I was saying too, I think that's in record time.
Yeah.
So Gaelen, you head out of the main hall. What's your passive perception?
16.
So you don't have any problem seeing Skippy skulking away. What direction are you heading in, Skippy?
Which direction is the mountains?
Those are to the west and northwest. So there's no gate in that direction.
Oh, okay. Then I'll be going towards the other gate, then, I guess.
The south gate?
I'll be making my way. Yeah, I'll be making my way towards the gate.
Okay. So Gaelen, you see Skippy heading off towards the south gate.
Okay, I will catch up with him.
Yeah, no problem. You catch up pretty quick.
He's moving very fast. But yeah, you'd probably catch up.
Yeah, I think. Yeah.
He's got short little legs.
Yeah, I think Gaelen takes long strides. King Skippy, where are you headed to?
The mountains.
Alone?
I've survived in the wilderness before on my own.
Do you think that book is safest with only one of us?
Well, the way I look at it, there's only one that's working towards dealing with the book anyway.
Have we all caught up at this point, or is Galen the first one because of his speedy?
Oh, I thought you were heading towards the temple.
No, when I saw that Skippy's leaving to try to just leave on his own, I would go after him. As
And
mad
I'm
as
following Grun.
Yeah, as mad as Grun is, he's still considers Skippy a friend. He's still not gonna let him just walk off to the mountains on his own.
Okay. Yeah. So you'd catch up fairly soon after Gaelen starts talking to Skippy.
Okay, so if Grun heard that, he's mad enough that he's gonna take a swat at Skippy's head, like a good hard swat, but non-lethal damage.
Yep. Go ahead and make your roll. Oh, I just switched to the thing and I saw you attack. I saw your attack with the mace, and I was like, "Hit him with the mace."
Seems a little extreme.
Gonna get his attention, I guess.
I said Grun was mad, didn't I? So he gives him a good strike there.
Well, no wonder you guys lose party members.
No, King Grun. No.
I stop and look at him in like in abject shock, and then that shock melts away to anger, and his face, the cute little girl face that he's wearing, screws up into a ball of rage, and he what's our surroundings like right now?
You're just in the northernmost part of the market. You've got a lot of people looking at what just happened with the big half orc taking a swipe at a little girl, and
Just realized the setting. Yeah.
and there are some elves who appear to be drawing closer with scowls on their faces and hands on weapon belts.
Grun does not realize this. He's like eye to eye. Well, he's not eye to eye, but he's like eye contact with Skippy right now.
What's the ground like?
Cobblestone.
Skippy slowly pulls his bag off of his back, methodically opens the flap to it, and pulls out the book, holds it out in front of him, and drops it like a mic, and then he is gone.
Faewyn just looks from one to the next in shock.
Well, while you're pulling off the,
You watch him go. It's like watching your dog run away in Saskatchewan. You can see him go for 3 days.
Oh no, because you said you were taking like the backpack off and go reaching in and grabbing the book. So that took you some time. He didn't just smack you and then stand there quietly.
Yeah, but Gaelen has stepped between the two of you.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, I'm not going to hit him again, but I did hit him, and then I did have things to say as I struck him.
Okay, so what are you going to say while he's pulling the book out?
I was going to say the only one. Oh yes, Skippy. The only person. Nobody here has had at all been affected by these undead. No, there's not a single person in this town, the last town, the town before that, Corthune. No, nobody's been affected. Nobody has a reason to want to stop all this but you, Skippy. You are the only one in the whole world who wants this to end.
Galen's going to be waving down the elves that are closing in.
Okay, they're going to be standing by, still watching very curiously.
And if Skippy does do that and run off, then Grun will let him just run right off.
Yeah, he drops the book and he's out.
And Gaelen will say, King Grun, the book, don't follow. And Gaelen will follow Skippy.
Yeah, Grun will grab the book, throw it back, and start heading back to the temple like he originally was going to.
Okay, we'll continue to follow Gaelen and Skippy.
Before you do that, I just wanted to point out that because of my trait, I have that city secrets.
Mm-hmm.
So I know the secret patterns of flow in the city and blah blah. 5 passages through urban sprawl that others would miss. When you're not in combat, you and the companions that you leave travel between any 2 locations as fast as your speed would normally allow. So I'm just thinking that he's going to be exercising that to the utmost and making his path as hard to follow as possible while rolling a 1 for his stealth. Or not while rolling a 2 for his stealth. So, he had an 11. So all tempered by the 11.
Okay. Yeah, so Gaelen, you don't have any problem seeing where Skippy's going and following him. This isn't so much an urban sprawl as just a town. So it would be difficult for Skippy to find, alleyways that are packed with people or anything like that to lose you. So you don't have any problem seeing where he's going and following.
Gaelen will close right on him. He'll just stay a little bit back, like 5 feet. No. Can Skippy wait?
Oh, he doesn't wait. He is too mad.
Kin Skippy, we need your help to safely and wisely escort that book to where it needs to go.
I'm done. I'm done with it.
It's not something you can just wash your hands of.
He just kind of looks at you with, anger in his face, and he's walking along, and he looks like a little girl that basically is having a very large temper tantrum and stomping along and making every step as hard as they can, and that sort of thing.
Okay, Skippy, I know you're angry. I just ask you this. Walk slower, so that when you calm down, you have less distance to walk back. And Gaelen will stop following him.
He's still walking.
Okay, where is Skippy going?
I don't know. I don't think he knows either.
No, I bet not.
Okay, where's Gaelen going?
Mostly away from where that situation took place. So I don't know. You can roll randomly, as far as I'm concerned.
Okay. Galen's going to spend a minute or two just standing where he was, drinking the ale he still has before he goes back.
Okay, so I rolled a 9 on a clock face. So you're going to head generally west into town. And Gaelen, you said you're heading back for a drink?
I'll head back. No, I'll stand there and finish the drink that I still had with me.
Okay.
and then head back towards where I left Lignyck.
Okay.
Which, of course, he's not there.
Mm-hmm. Let's go to Grun and Faewyn, who are heading off to the west to the Temple of Corlin.
Grun, is this normal for you guys?
If by normal you mean is it normal to have a little halfling that thinks he knows exactly what we should be doing, where we should be going all the time, and thinks that we should abandon every single person on the way to do that, then yes, this is pretty damn normal.
Okay, thanks. And Faewyn doesn't say anything more.
And in a very similar fit of pique to Skippy, Grun is also walking, like, just stomping and just, like, muttering and like, it's Faewyn listening wouldn't really hear any words, just general, like, almost like just orcish grunting and growling and scowling.
Okay, she is looking around a lot, wishing there was somebody else with them, but she'll follow him.
Okay. You guys get to the temple. It's a modest building compared to the temple that you saw in Velshni, but draped in many decorations of Corlin with the sliver of moon.
Grun's still really kind of pissy, and it's kind of, the orcish anger is kind of there a little bit right now, and he's not really all that concerned about his previous engagements, and he just, walks right into that temple, looks around for a large group of wounded people.
You don't find a large group of wounded people here. You do see several clerics standing about, chatting in small groups, but no injured.
Okay. Is it just like a single floor temple, or does it look like they may have like a different area?
It is a two-story building made of stone and wood. But searching it, you don't find any injured people anywhere.
Okay. I asked one of the clerics if they know if there is anywhere in town that is in need of any healing, or if there's anybody who's been infected.
They tell you that if there are struggles to be found with injured people, it will be at the eastern gate, because that's where the undead attacks come regularly. And the clerics who are at the temple right now have already exhausted all of their spells for the day, but you would be able to find the leader of the temple, the leader of the faith in Sessora, at that eastern gate, along with a few other clerics that will still have some spells left for the day.
Excellent, thank you. And Grun will just like turn around and start heading there.
And Faewyn
Okay.
will scamper after him.
Okay. All right. So Gaelen, you get to the main hall, and Lignyck is not there.
I have someone fill my mug.
Okay. Yeah, that's no problem. They're not even charging any money for anything. They're just handing out drinks to anybody who wants them.
Oh, Lord.
I have plenty of money to buy anything I'd want. Is Annabelle still there?
Yes.
I will approach him.
Okay.
Jim Enibos. I see that Kin Lignyck is not here.
Who's that now? Sorry, my lord. Who's this? Lignyck?
The strangely tall gnome.
Oh, yeah. No, sent him off to the wizard tower.
All right. Thank you. I'll keep up the good
No
work.
problem. Yes, you too. He takes another swig of ale.
And I'll head towards Wizard Tower.
Speaking of,
Okay.
ending stone activated.
No, okay.
Faewyn, Wizard Tower, southwest corner of the city. And I will present her with a graph from where the hall was. 1, 2, 3 intersections west. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 intersections south.
Grun hears Faewyn suddenly squeal as she's trotting behind him.
He'll kind of stop and look down and at her.
There's a wizard tower. It might be able to be used to communicate with people.
You'd be better off there than with me.
She happily turns in the direction that Lignyck told her to go.
Okay, bye.
Grun heads off on his way.
Okay. So, Lignyck, you get to the wizard's tower. What would you like to do there?
Is it set up similarly to the one in Valshini where you go in and there's somebody kind of at a front desk?
Yes.
Hello. My name is Lignyck. I am a apprentice of the Tower of Arcane Magistry from Lachine. And are you familiar with the change in power that has happened in the city?
Hello, apprentice. Yes, we are familiar with the Duke's passing.
There has been a new lord appointed in charge of the city. His name is Gaelen. Is that something you're also familiar with, or no?
No, this is the first that news has reached us.
I'm with a group that includes Lord Gaelen. We just spoke with the knight captain, and he saw the paperwork that proved the transition, and I have been sent to request information on how to send correspondence to the Nordgard.
Nordgard. Well, that's an interesting place to want to communicate with. Quite a distance to the north. Tell me, why would you wish to send a note there?
As I understand, it is pertaining to an artifact of some kind that is going to be responsible for the end of the world as we know it, and that people aren't supposed to touch it, and we're trying to get the word out to people so they know that, so they don't do it.
The elf at the desk quirks an eyebrow at you and says, well, that sounds very dramatic. We could, yes. I think what you're looking for, then, would be a messenger of great renown who would be able to deliver your message safely. To Nordgard, yes. I think that we can do this for you. It might be difficult and costly for a messenger to travel north at speed through what has been reported to be undead-infested lands. Would be a dangerous journey.
And would that be arranged through you, or would that be arranged through somebody else? And how much would it cost?
We could arrange it through me. That would be fine. However, I will need to check my maps and charts and do some figuring on how long it would take a messenger to travel to Nordgard. But I could work on those figures for you right now if you wish to wait for a short time.
I'm going to go and do some things to try and help with the zombies that you guys are having problems with. I have a friend who's coming that is a rank higher than me, an adept, I think she is, and she's going to be coming here, probably asking questions about books. She will have the document, and if I'm able to find her before she gets here. And I will be back.
Very well. I look forward to meeting your friend.
Thank you for your help. And
Okay.
with that, he scoots out, hops on Krabby, and follows the reverse of the route he told Faewyn to take, and will wait at the hall if he gets there before she does.
Okay. Well, she's pretty close to the hall. Is that where you're headed, Faewyn?
Oh, I'm headed to the magic tower, the wizard's tower he told me about, following
Okay.
the directions he gave me.
And Grun, you were continuing to head towards the gate?
Yeah.
And Gaelen, were you headed anywhere in particular?
Towards Wizard's Tower.
Right. Okay. So it looks like Lignyck and Faewyn would meet up partway between the Wizard's Tower and her previous location.
Lignyck,
Faewyn!
there's a wizard's tower, and these guys are fighting really big. They're storming off in all directions. I don't know about them.
What are they fighting about?
They're fighting about where to go and who's got ideas and should we stay here or should we not? And everybody went in different directions. I don't know what we're going to do, and I'm not really sure they're going to help save the world if they all fight with each other.
Well, we're going to help save here, and then we'll figure that out.
Okay, I should go talk to the wizards then and find out what we should do to save everything.
I told them you were coming.
Thank you. They're all angry. I don't know which ones you want to find.
Maybe Gaelen. If not, I'm going to go to the gate. Is it the gate we came in?
You guys came in through the docks.
There's a gate north of the docks. I'm going to go there and see if I can do some things.
Okay, well, I'll find you in a bit, and I'll let you know if I'm leaving the wizard's tower.
Okay, have fun.
Okay. Skippy, you get to the western edge of town and see the wall before you.
Describe the wall.
It's not particularly imposing. It's about a 10-foot tall stone wall. You don't see any guards on top of it, and you can see a couple of rudimentary towers, one to the north and one to the south of your position.
Okay, I'll start kind of going this way.
Okay.
North, I guess, along the wall.
Sounds good.
Is there battlements?
No.
It's just a wall with guard towers,
Yeah.
so you can't walk along the wall.
I mean, you could. It's not particularly wide. It's
not made for walking. Is
right.
my point. Okay, if it's not made for walking, he'll just walk on the inside of the wall, around the wall.
Okay.
The town.
Lignyck, where are you headed?
Up into that area.
Okay. Faewyn and Gaelen, you guys get to the Wizard's Tower at about the same time.
Gaelen.
Hello, Faewyn. I think Kin Lignyck is here.
No, he left. He's going to one of the gates. He's trying to help, and I'm trying to help by talking to the wizards.
Excellent. I will assist you in any way I can.
Did you lose everyone again?
I haven't lost you.
Did you lose everybody but me again?
It would appear so.
I see. Stable group. Okay, let's talk to the wizards.
You must remember that the halflings and the half-orcs live very short lives, so they tend to live them very passionately.
Okay, well, we might all have very short lives if we don't get this figured out.
Lead the way.
We'll head into the wizard's tower.
Okay. You get into the Wizard's Tower and you see a female elf sitting at a desk just inside the doors.
Hello. I'm Faewyn. I'm an adept at the Arcane Tower of Majesty in Belchany. I was hoping to talk about all of the attacks that you are under currently.
Ah, you must be the friend of the other gnome who was just here. Yes, I was putting together some calculations for him, and I've come up with what I believe is a reasonable fee for the delivery of the messages to Nordgard.
Oh, excellent. That's important too. Gaelen here is the Lord. He's Lord, whatever you want to call him. He's the dude. So I'll let him talk about that stuff.
Oh, Lord Gaelen. Yes, the other gnome, Lignyck, had told me that you are now in charge of Sessora. Welcome.
Thank you. He spoke to you about hurrying messages to the north?
Yes, and I have had a chance to speak with a messenger who would be able to deliver it in a timely manner.
Define timely.
Well, it is quite a far flight. However, on the back of a Pegasus, should he be able to avoid any unforeseen troubles with the undead on his way, it would take roughly, my best guess, a little over 50 days.
Understand, I'm not complaining, and I understand that that's much, much more quickly than a message could be sent by land. Is there any way that we can help speed him along?
I don't mean to interrupt, but the entire fate of the world could depend on this. It's of utmost importance.
Yes, your friend had mentioned that before, and this is the speediest way that I can think of. We do have a Pegasus that is ready and willing to deliver such an important message to protect us all, as well as an elven rider.
And what about any magical means of hastening his travel? I understand that would incur other costs.
Well, given that this message is very important, I am sending a wizard of considerable skill as the messenger, who will have his own access to magical powers that will increase the speed of the Pegasus.
May I ask a potentially dumb question? Sending spells. We don't have any chain to be able to communicate with people. We don't have anybody who's been there that we could send a message. We could shorten the message if required.
Unfortunately, we do not know anybody in the area. None of us are familiar with Nordgard directly. I have only seen it in maps.
It is simply too far away. But I think we can trust that you are doing everything you can to get the message there as quickly as possible. So does that make sense, Faewyn? We should move forward with this.
We should.
Very well. Then the cost would be 200 gold pieces.
We will need to gather it, but that will not be a problem.
Very well. If you will give me the messages, I will give them to the messenger and send him along his way once I've received the gold.
Gaelen will give the message, the Nordgard message.
And Faewyn will hand over the one for Miri.
Okay. Thank you. I will send I'll send these on to the messenger, and if you can get gold soon, that would be wonderful.
I can give you 100 gold right now.
Please understand that all of the money that you are paying me is going directly to the messenger, for he will require sustenance and safety along his road, as well as payment for his services, so he will not leave until the full amount is collected.
Out of character, Galen, you would be aware there's definitely enough money in the group funds back wherever we kind of left our stuff to pay for it.
Faewyn looks at you awkwardly because she doesn't have 100 gold to offer to help out.
Well, then I won't give you the 100 gold now, and I will just go fetch the remainder immediately.
Thank you.
I was also hoping to discuss, once that's out of the way, how the wizards here are helping defend the town, and if there's places I could offer assistance.
Our wizard tower is understaffed, you could say, since the assaults on the eastern gate have been ongoing. What few wizards remain are currently exhausted, and despite needing rest, many are unable to get the sleep they need, or the trance meditation they need, for we are all haunted by the visions of what we have seen in combat.
So the biggest thing you need is sleep?
That would be ideal. However, the horn blows almost every 2 hours, and it shakes us knowing what's happening, to know that it may be possible that the undead will overrun the gates at any moment, and if we are asleep, we will be caught unawares and turned into undead ourselves.
My friends and I are hoping to help you have a little bit of respite. I can send you a message should the gates fall. Would that enable you to sleep?
Perhaps.
Okay. If any of you are well rested, I would appreciate if you helped with the defense, but anybody who needs rest, we need to get you to the point that you guys can have some rest so that you can defend yourself. We are trying to find a way to stop this scourge, but we also care for the people here and want them to survive. So we'd like to help make sure that you get the respite you need to be able to take up the task again.
We appreciate your concern, and thank you for any aid you can give us.
So, is there a way that I should contact you? Or who should I contact? Should I need to?
You can send any elf in the city to the Wizard's Tower. Everyone knows where it is, and all are welcome here.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. And you can see that her eyelids appear to be growing heavy as she speaks with you.
Go sleep now. In the meantime, may I look through your magic tomes to see if there's anything that can be helpful?
Certainly. Thank you.
I will leave you, Kin Faewyn, then, and I will fetch that money and bring it immediately.
Before you sleep, do you have anything on time magic, or is there a particular area you would suggest I look?
Time magic. I'm afraid I'm not familiar with that school of magic at all. But you are free to look through what few tomes we have as an adept of the tower in Velshini.
Thank you.
And Gaelen, as you open the door of the tower to leave, everybody in the city hears the blare of a horn to the east. And Grun, it's quite close to your position.
Grun will make a dash then for the rest of the distance. Like how close though?
You can see the gates from where you are currently, and you can see an elf up in a tower holding a horn to their lips, blowing.
All right, so yeah, I'll make a dash.
Faewyn takes off.
So Grun gets there. Lignyck, you hear this coming from the direction of the gates that you're headed towards.
And my steel defender will break into a dash.
Skippy, you hear that sound from clear across the town.
What are the guards in the towers doing?
You don't see any guards in the towers on this side of the city.
Okay, I'm gonna hop up onto the wall, get a better vantage.
Okay, it's pretty easy to climb up there. And where are you looking?
Everywhere.
Okay. You can see elves coming out of the nearby buildings and staring off to the east, and they're holding each other, looking concerned. To the west, you don't see any activity in the forest at all.
Okay, I'm going to hop down and start going towards the east gate, I guess, and using my city traveling ability.
Riding Jinxie.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Jinxie. Yeah. Yeah, I'll hop on Jinxie. If
Okay.
Jinxie's following me. You probably forgot all about Jinxie, so if Jinxie's still following him, then he will.
Yeah, Jinxie will be with you.
Then I should be able to move his speed all the way back.
Okay.
Kin Faewyn, do you mind if I carry you?
No, you have longer legs than me.
Short of Kin Jinxie and Kin Krabby, I'm probably the fastest thing here.
It's important we go fast.
Okay, you guys start heading towards the gate as well. Grun, as you can see, you are now at the west gate. There are a handful of tired knights standing just inside the gates. You can see a couple of elves standing atop, one atop the wall to your north and one to the east. Both of them have bows, but you see that their quivers are empty. And over the wall, you can hear the sounds of groans and moans of the undead.
Okay, so is there a set of stairs to get on top of the wall?
Yes, near the gate. You can do that.
Like over here, you mean?
Yep. So as you approach, hold on there. As you approach, the knights look wearily at you and say, "Sir, you should not go up onto the walls. It's dangerous. We must wait for the knight commander and reinforcements to arrive before we open the gates and ride out."
Well, before we even do that, let me go take a look. And you guys look like you need a little bit of help, and I will drop Beacon of Hope in the gate, in the doorway, and that has a 30-foot radius. So I think that will get both of the elves, correct?
So yeah, the other elf could walk in.
Yeah. Okay, so that's close enough. Yeah, I'll drop Beacon of Hope there. So it bestows hope and vitality choose any number of creatures within range, and it's just going to be every creature that's not an undead creature within range. For the duration, each target has advantage on wisdom saving throws and death saving throws, and regains the maximum number of hit points from any healing. It's concentration for a minute.
Okay.
I assume you're one of the targets.
Yes, I believe I can count myself as one. I hope I can count myself as one. So I'll drop that, and then I'm going to go. I'm going to move up the ladder so that I can get a look over the wall and see what's coming.
Okay. As you approach, the elf that walked closer to be inside of the range of your spell has clearly drawn some attention to himself walking closer. And you watch as several arcane blasts come flying up towards him.
An eldritch zombie?
Oh my god!
Don't read the chat.
I thought they were just normal zombies. These people lied to us.
Yes, they did.
And you see a couple of these eldritch blasts smack into the archer, and he quickly drops down on the inside of the wall, holding his chest.
Is he dead or near dead?
Oh, he's just really hurt.
Okay, so spare the dying isn't something I need to worry about.
Nope.
Okay. Yeah, I can't heal on this turn because I used my action to cast Beacon of Hope. I'm still gonna pop my head over, I think.
Okay.
So is this view possible with just kind of trying to like get my head over without like standing up?
Give me a stealth check. No.
Okay. In the good old Grun way.
Yep. Fortunately, their passive perceptions are absolutely terrible, so your 9 stealth is good enough. I'm just double checking all of their wisdoms right now. Yeah, the whole lot of them don't see you.
Perfect. Which just makes Grun think that he did a really good job this time.
Yep, you don't draw any attention, and you just see, a whole host of zombies standing outside the walls, and there are some larger ones off in the distance.
Who needs Skippy? We've got Grun, the stealth master.
Ninja. Yeah, so I will, I guess I will have to stay there. Or can I use my bonus action to dash down the ladder?
Yep. Now you've seen what's on the other side of the wall. What are you going to do?
I'm going to look at the knights and I'm going to ask them, it's like, why are you going to ride out? Why don't we just hold the wall here?
Because although they're standing there now, like they're awaiting orders or something, eventually they will attack. And these walls are not strong enough to sustain themselves against the largest brutes that they throw against us, who can batter our walls and towers from a great distance, heaving stones. So we ride out to crush them where they are.
All right, then. Well, where do I go to get, I guess, saddled up?
You can wait here. They'll be along with reinforcements and horses shortly.
Okay, so are any of them actually wounded?
No, they just all look exhausted.
Okay.
Except for the one that caught the Eldritch Blast.
Yeah, he's wounded.
Then, yeah, that one as I come down the ladder. Because did he fall off by the looks of it?
No, he jumped to avoid any more attacks.
Okay, so I go over, and since he's within the bounds, I'll use Cure Wounds on him. So he will get... So he gets 11 hit points back.
Okay, that brings him back to almost full. And he's very thankful for your assistance.
I check him where he was hurt. I check him for any kind of signs of infection, though.
He doesn't appear to be infected from the attacks.
Okay, can't be too careful.
That's fair.
All right, so yeah, so I'll put him back up on his feet and be like, all right, well, it's all good. We got this. So, see, I mean, look at that. One spell, he's back ready to go. We can hold.
And as you are there, you see Lignyck and riding on Krabby at full speed to get to the gates.
I'll wave to Lignyck and kind of call him over to us.
Ooh. As I get off Krabby, I pull out my crossbow.
Okay.
So I'll very quickly explain to Lignyck the zombie horde situation on the other side and tell them. They're going to make a charge out to attack some of the larger ones at the back that apparently throw stones to siege the walls. And there's definitely some kind of magic caster out there. They attacked the soldier when they moved on the walls, so we have to be especially careful.
I'm probably going to best help up on a turret, up on one of the ramparts. Up there, and points to where the soldiers are standing up top.
I think that'd be a fantastic idea. Anything you can do to help bolster? Yeah. Do you need some support?
They might need it more than I do, so don't know.
All right. Well, I'll come up there with you, and I'll just make sure I stay within range of everybody.
Okay, so you guys are going up to the tower that you can see?
Yeah. Whoa.
What the?
I flew. Oh,
Okay,
that's worse.
So you guys are up top in the tower, and you can see out into the field below.
All right, Lignyck, what do you need to do to set up this turret?
So the biggest ones are the biggest problem?
The guard nods and says, yes, especially the largest one off in the distance. Once they receive orders, they begin throwing large rocks at the walls and tower. And he points to an area where you can see it's been boarded up and reinforced, where a previous assault had obviously smashed into the tower.
Are we waiting for anything?
The guard looks at you and says, well, the knight commander will be along with reinforcements, and then they'll ride out the gate and attack the zombies.
So less zombies make it easier for you to get to the big zombies.
Yes.
Lignyck is going to take aim, and as he does, a bolt will materialize on his crossbow.
Okay.
If I'm not worried about ammunition, can I start dealing with some of the zombies then? And I look at the guard.
He looks at you curiously and says, if you go up to the window to start firing off shots, they will return fire to defend themselves.
Will the big ones in the back start throwing stones, or will the smaller ones just start defending themselves?
From previous engagements, it is likely that all of them would attack if they can.
Lignyck will lower his crossbow and says, then I will wait until everyone else is ready.
It is rather eerie to look out upon the field and see these zombies just standing there. They're all looking in different directions, but you get the sense that they're not really looking at anything. They're just kind of gazing off mindlessly.
I peek to look out. The closer, larger zombies, do they appear to be wearing anything like metal?
No. They have morning stars, but they're not wearing any armor.
While waiting, Lignyck moves up to Krabby moves up to the gate as a bonus action, or however that would work.
Okay.
Lignyck is clearly agitated with waiting.
Poor Lignyck.
That's all right. So is Grun. He's pacing the back of the tower right now.
Okay. So Gaelen and Faewyn are continuing to move through the city. Skippy, you're riding through town on Jinxie, and you can see Gaelen and Faewyn ahead. And you can also hear the thunder of hooves approaching from the west.
Okay, I'll probably ride right by them.
Okay. What is Jinxie's speed?
50.
That is faster than a monk. Yeah, so Gaelen and Faewyn, as you are heading towards the gate, you see Skippy and Jinxie ride past.
Gaelen will smile.
Faewyn will wave from her carried position.
Skippy, as he gets past them, will raise his right hand and put his middle finger up. And keep going. No, I'm kidding. He doesn't do that.
I was going to say, he's turned into quite the salty halfling. Okay, so everybody arrives at the gate. So a handful of knights ride up the road behind you guys, and the knight commander gives a sloppy salute to the guards at the wall and says, "Report." And one of the knights shrugs and says, "Lots of zombies holding their position, ready to be run down, sir." And he nods, says, "Throw open the gates then."
Prior to that, do you mind if we take out a few?
Oh, you have ammunition?
We have a few things, yep.
All right. Well, we're not used to that, so go ahead. Soften them up a bit for us if you like. We'll ride out when you give us your say-so.
Anybody know where Lignyck is?
I'm up here.
Okay, so Faewyn will head in the same direction. If does anybody else, Skippy or Gaelen, are you able to do anything from a distance?
I'm just gonna move Skippy to where he is, because he's not near you guys.
Define a distance.
Skippy, this looks similar to the one that you saw before. It's not like a proper rampart or anything, but you can get on top of it if you want to.
Yeah, I tell Skippy to hang out down there, and I hop onto the wall.
Okay. Can you give me a stealth check?
Maybe I'll actually get a good stealth roll this time. It's better.
That's more than enough. Yeah, you are a sneaky little halfling. You get up there without drawing the attention of any zombies.
I will lay prone on the top of the wall, but so I can still see
Okay.
and shoot my my crossbow.
Okay. Before any shots go off, I would like you all to roll perception, please.
So will my rolling perception be my passive perception or my rolled perception, whichever is better? How's that work?
Go, Gaelen.
I don't see it.
I accidentally just rolled to you, Ryan, but you see it, right? The 16.
You win. The -1 is amazing.
I do not see anything.
No, there's a big crowd, and your attention is all over the place. Everyone else, however, looking out at this field of zombies preparing your attacks, you see at the very back the largest zombie reach down and pick up a rock from the ground, and you see the other zombies all turn as one towards the gate.
Well, once we know that they're ready to attack, can I launch a sacred flame on this guy right here?
We are gonna roll some initiative. Combat attacker is
I'm
up.
so good at that. Yep. Nobody's better at it than Grun.
I shoot Grun.
You shoot
Just
Grun?
kidding.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can get a beat on him, no problem.
I think that would count as a surprise attack.
That's all right. When I heal myself, it'll be fine.
Sorry. Mike, do you want to roll initiative for Krabby too, please? I just added him to the tracker.
I'm gonna aim, and I'll aim at this zombie right here.
Okay.
Crit.
That's how you do it.
You murder the hell out of that zombie.
We'll see if it stands up again.
It doesn't, because that was a crit.
Oh, crits knock him down for good.
Yep. Crits and radiant damage will kill zombies immediately.
Ah, radiant damage, so I need a laser gun.
Yeah. Anything else on your turn?
Nope, I think that pretty much uses it up when I aim.
Oh, right. That's a bonus action to aim, right?
Yep, I'd have movement if I could move. But I can't, so I won't.
Okay. So Gaelen, there you go. Skippy got to shoot his crossbow for
Excellent.
the first time in 8 games. Skippy, 14 doesn't hit, right?
Prone gives me an
Yeah, it hits at disadvantage because you're prone, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so a 6 definitely misses. So you see one of the zombies out there in the field, sees you strike down his friend and launches an eldritch blast at you.
but doesn't come anywhere close.
No.
You want to be careful when you're attacking from prone. You also have advantage.
Do I? Well, my
But you
first
aim-
attack was
But you aimed, so it.
so it would be normal, but I rolled with advantage.
Yeah.
On purpose.
Well, your first roll was the 27 or
Yeah.
crit, so
Yeah.
you're fine.
Yeah.
17 hits.
Who, me?
Yeah, you're the only one that they can see right now.
Okay.
Okay, so you take 8 force damage as an eldritch blast slams into you.
Oh, I'm immune to force damage.
What?
In fact, he reflects all force damage back.
Yeah.
Triple.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's a pretty handy ability.
I'm rubber, you're glue. Anything you do bounces off me and sticks to you.
That's a halfling ability, right?
Yeah.
Well, that attack stuck.
I took the damage.
Gaelen, you see the zombies are starting to make their way towards the gate now, and a couple of zombies in the back have launched eldritch blasts at Skippy. One of them hit.
Now, I'm not up in this tower, right?
Yes, you are. I thought everyone went up in the tower. Did you not?
It's just as easy for me to go over the wall than it is to go through the door.
No.
Okay, I'm going to because this is open on top. Is that right?
There are openings, windows, not glassed in, but you can see through them to attack.
Like I can leap down from the wall.
Sure.
That's what I'll do. I'll come over to this. Let's see.
Okay. It was 10 feet of movement to get to where you are now, so you've got however much left. Lots, I'm sure.
35, and then if I flurry, it'll add the 10 back. Oh, jeez. I'm not exactly sure how crazy I should do this. Okay, let's go here. And I will attack this one with my Stitcher Nail.
Okay. All right. So it takes 11 points of damage.
I'll attack it again.
It's still up, despite taking an absolute pummeling from you and pieces of it falling off. It's not dead.
I'll spend a key to flurry. And I'll attack it again, but this won't be with the Stitcher Needle.
It's still up.
Okay, I will disengage from it and move to him and attack him.
All right, that's a hit, and you deal 9 points of bludgeoning damage.
And I will fall prone, and I'm done.
Okay, I just put a little token on you there, so I remember that you're prone. So anybody that attacks you at range gets disadvantage. Anybody that attacks you in close range gets advantage, right?
Yeah.
Okay, this zombie's going to take a bite with advantage then. Oh, it doesn't matter. You rolled so bad. Yep, so even on the ground, you are a formidable target, and he fails to get you. Faewyn, what are you going to do?
I think I say to everyone, we might get a little bit of attention. Can you see the one I'm targeting?
I think so. If you click and hold, it'll ping the map. I see 2 pings, but I think
I'm the pink one.
the pink one
The
is
top
first.
one.
Yeah.
I'm targeting that spot as the center point of my fireball. Should get all the bottom ones and the one directly above them too, I think.
What's the radius on fireball? 20 feet?
20 feet radius.
It'll hit a whole bunch.
Perfect. That's what I'm going to do.
Okay.
I told everyone we might get some attention.
Yep. That's a lot of fun.
That is just fine.
I'm going to take that first roll of 29 fire damage.
Yeah, I didn't realize I cast it twice by accident.
No problem.
Oh, only 29?
Is that? Oh,
The dex save is DC 15. This is going to be a bloodbath.
Excellent. That's what we're hoping for.
But zombies, they're infamous for being really good at
Dexterous.
dex saves.
Their strong suit, really. -2 to dex saves. I'll be amazed if any of them save. Hey, one saved. What is the damage? 29.
Congrats, only half damage on that.
Yeah, 14.
Oh, there's some normal zombies in there too?
Yep.
That one does not save.
Oh, nice. My ogre did it.
He probably blocked it with a zombie.
Probably.
Yeah, that one that got the -1.
Wouldn't put it past him. That guy sucked. 1.
I'm just picturing him watching it come straight in the whole way.
Head cocked slightly to one side.
Shiny.
He's the one who took it to the face.
They don't even get to attempt the saves because it's just too much damage. Because the DC would be 34.
And Faewyn will duck afterwards. She's going to crouch down and hide behind things.
Sounds like a good plan.
So radiant damage, crits, or just a massive amount of damage.
Yeah. If it's 25? No, 25 they could save, I think. Oh, no, they get +3 con. So the max they could save is it's 5 plus
23?
damage. So 18 damage is their max they can take. Theoretically. I mean, they'll probably still fail to save at that point. So it's Seraphina's turn.
She is going to do a flyby and help Gaelen.
Okay, so it's 45 feet to get there, and then she does a help action. I think she's got a little bit of movement left.
She'll fly back on the other side of the gate, the other side of the wall, and down below it.
Okay. She can't quite get there. She's only got 15 feet left after the 45. So she'll be up on top of the wall.
Okay, that might have been foolish, but I'm trying to learn. So we'll find out.
I think you probably have their attention more than she does.
Probably.
All right, Lignyck, you're up.
Crossbow attack on the badly injured zombie.
Okay. That's a hit.
Nicely done.
And it goes down.
Yay!
And I will shift to the barely injured one from the fireball for my second shot.
I just realized that I had a second shot that I didn't take.
Yeah, you did. That's right.
It's a hit. Skippy, if you want to take your second shot, you can. Does aim on?
No, I'm not. I won't do it.
Okay. Anything else on your turn, Lignyck?
I'm going to use a bonus action for Krabby. Being a crab, couldn't scale the wall, could he?
No.
Okay. Krabby will.
They're not magical horseshoes of wall gripping?
That would be cool.
No.
And flying in speed and.
Well, now you've got stuff to look forward to.
So it says I take a bonus action to do Krabby's action. Do I have to declare that during my turn or during Krabby's spot?
Does he act on your initiative, or does he get his own?
The Steel Defender shares your initiative count, but takes its turn immediately after yours.
Okay, so my Steel Defender will do nothing because the gate is not open yet.
You could open the gate.
Nope.
Okay.
I will let the people that are actively alive at the gate entrance be the ones who decide when the gate gets opened.
Okay. So that's it for your turn?
Are you saying you won't be the vehicle of their death?
I will not let my mount be the vehicle of their death, no.
Oh, he's bad. The elven archer, seeing an ogre approaching the tower, takes a poke out of a window with the pike, but misses, and he ducks back. All right, Grun.
All right, so to start, Sacred Flame on this ogre here. So he's got to make a dex save, 14.
He will not.
All right, so he takes 5 radiant damage. I use my bonus action to cast Spiritual Weapon right there and have it attack him.
I don't think I have a token for spiritual weapon. How am I going to do this? I'll just draw something on there, I guess.
21 to hit, but it's only going to do 4 damage.
Okie doke. Anything else in your turn?
No, I'll stay where I'm at for now.
Lignyck. 12 doesn't hit your armor class, does it?
No.
So you guys watch as this zombie giant hefts his rock and heaves it through the air, and it slams into the tower that you're standing in, shaking the structure to its very core, but it does not break through.
Gonna aim?
Okay. Now, is Gaelen still your ally?
No. I'm kidding. I don't think it matters. We're on the same team.
Yeah.
Right? So
But I just think sneak attack is specific about having an ally beside the target in 5 feet.
well, I think it's an ally because they have to be on the same team, as in they have to be distracting the person that you're trying to shoot, right? So
Yeah,
they're busy defending themselves.
And besides, you don't ask him whether or not Galen's still his ally. Galen's still his ally.
So the zombie takes 21 damage and is still standing.
Well, we'll see after round 2.
You can ask Grun whether or not he's still Skippy's ally.
Another 12 damage.
And it goes down.
That's my turn.
Huh.
Dun dun dun.
They're trying to kill my owl.
Yeah. What's your owl AC?
1 sec. 11.
Uh-oh. There goes your owl.
Yep.
No.
Well, I don't know if we should have sent that message about Seraphina anymore. We'll see.
She'll be fine.
Will she?
Well, she said she couldn't go back to where she came from, so I'm a little worried about her.
Yeah, that's fair. A 5, Mrs. Gaelen.
Yes.
Lignyck, does a 16 hit with an extra 2 points recover?
Yes.
Okay. You take 8 points of force damage. So Gaelen, you've got a bit of an issue here. Completely surrounded by zombies.
I don't know that I see it as an issue. They all spent their turn getting there. Okay, is this an avenue out?
Yes.
I will. Okay, I will stand up.
Don't get greedy.
That'll spend 20 of my move. I will disengage,
Smart man.
and I will dash. No, I can't dash for free, but I can disengage for free. I can't get as far as I'd like, but let's attack injured with the Stitcher Needle.
That's a hit. And he's still got 1 health left.
Oh, poo.
Oh, goodness.
I might as well have gone for near death. The second attack at him.
He's still up.
I'll spend a key to flurry, and I'll attack near death.
Still up.
Why am I fighting the punch dolls?
I don't know. But it's
Another one.
It's pretty comical at this point.
They're like the little people, the weeble wobble ones.
Yeah, I feel like they're speed bags. Okay.
It just refuses to go down.
So I get a free disengage. That is where I would like to go, because that is as far as I can.
Okay.
And I am not dropping prone this time. And I
Good
don't-
call. It misses. So you're just punching this guy in the face over and over and over again, and then he comes and stumbles over and doesn't have any teeth left to bite you with, apparently. Faewyn.
Yes.
You had a +5 to your AC there. It doesn't matter. This zombie ogre comes rolling up to the tower and slams his morning star into it, and it breaks in half. But the tower is also damaged in the process, but you're fine.
Okay. We're doing a second fireball.
Ouch. Wow. The hill giant did a good save.
Bummer. But congratulations to him.
The ogre also did well.
Apparently the big guys are way better at the next saves.
Even with -2, they're doing all right. Oh, there we go. Full 28 damage to him.
No, you got 3 out of 4. That was pretty good.
Definitely beat the odds with all of them having terrible deck saves. So, yeah, that was good for me. Not so good for you.
Yeah, I did recognize that.
Anything else on your turn?
This whole circular bit is a tower that we are in?
Yep.
I might move away from the wall.
Yeah, there's not much wall left there now. So that's probably a good call.
And still crouched down and hiding.
Okay, that's it for your turn?
That's it. Yep.
Okay, Lignyck.
Since we already seem to have their attention, is there anything in here within reach of me that is within the size of a 5-pound rock?
Sure.
Probably a part of the wall.
Part of the disengaged wall or something?
Yep.
Okay, I am casting Catapult at the...
At the big guy. All right. So he saves.
Looks like it's an all or nothing. So
Yeah, I'm not seeing anything that says half. It just says if the object strikes something, then it takes damage.
it would have been better off to shoot the bastard.
Yep. Okay. Anything else?
With half of them going after Gaelen-ish, and half of them going... Krabby's going to open the gate. That's their sign for when we're ready.
All right. The gate is open. Is Krabby going to do anything on his turn? Oh, I guess... How does that work? Can you only give it one command? So opening the gate was his thing?
It says it can move and use its reaction on its own, but the only action it takes on its turn is the dodge action, unless you take a bonus action on my turn to command it to do something else.
Okay. So it can move out if you want. Gaelen, does a 14 hit?
No.
Didn't think so. So this ogre zombie smashes through the wall with his morning star and batters the elven soldier inside, and he takes 17 points of damage, and he attacks the ogre zombie back with his pike before retreating. Gaelen, a 21 hits, and you take 5 points of bludgeoning damage, and can you make a constitution saving throw, please? You're fine. Grun, you're up.
Okay, so I want to go 30 feet. I can't go that way, apparently.
Oh, where did you want to go to?
I'm trying to get pretty much right beside where Skippy is. Right
Okay.
here.
The gate's open, so there you can't
Oh,
run across the gate to
it's
get there.
that kind. Oh, I was hoping like it still had a top piece, and the gate was
No.
underneath it.
It's a shitty town gate.
You know what?
Hey, it's my town.
Okay, I can't apparently get down. Because I would like to. How high
can.
up are we?
It's only a 10-foot wall. You've already moved 5 feet, right?
Oh, did I? Oh, I guess I did make it move.
I
Yeah,
think you're
okay.
below.
So I would get to there.
Yep.
Okay. I pull out my my holy symbol and I shout out, "Get away from these walls, you undead bastards!" And they all have to make a wisdom saving throw of 14.
So if they save, nothing happens.
Yeah, if they save, then absolutely nothing happens.
And if they fail,
If they fail, so I think this will happen to the regular zombies. If they're a challenge rating of a half or less, they just die. And if they're higher than a half challenge rating, they're turned for 1 minute, which means I'll post.
they're half a challenge rating, so they just die.
Yeah. So all those little guys get destroyed, and then the big ogre has to make the wisdom saving throw, or all he can do is try to get as far away from you as possible.
Just watching them all collapse.
Yeah.
Turning to dust. Loving it.
Loving it.
Okay, I put a little token on that guy, so he is frightened of you.
Yeah, as is the ogre, because I imagine his challenge rating's above a half.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the one that I just put a little token on. You can see he's got a little symbol.
Oh, okay, I see it.
It's got a little concentration logo.
Yeah. So, it is turned for 1 minute or until it takes any damage. A turned creature must spend its turns trying to move as far away from you as it can. Huh. Okay, so it is going to run on its turns. Cool.
Yep.
And what about this one?
That one saved, so there's
Okay.
one of them saved out of however many I just rolled for. Grun
Yeah.
walks into the battlefield and just goes, boom, and they all explode.
GTFO.
Galen's feeling like Grun stepped out and said, "Get off my monk!"
Grun, we make a good team.
We're what we call clear cutters.
Not so good with the one-on-one big guys coming my way, but you know.
Oh, hold on. Sorry, sir. I still have my spiritual weapon. He's going to take a hit on that running ogre before he takes off.
Didn't he say if he takes damage, the fleeing ends?
Yes,
Yep.
he did.
It
And
does.
thank you for reminding me of that. I will attack the one that it is currently right, kind of like on top of.
Okay, darn. That's a hit. It takes some damage. Anything else on your turn?
That was my bonus action and my action and my move. Nope, that's everything.
Grr.
Yeah. I thought that might be the repercussion for my actions.
19 hits.
I mean, only if you say it does.
There's a 16 hit.
You see above?
All right, you take 39 bludgeoning damage.
Oh, gee.
As this giant walks up to you and takes a couple of swings with its great club, just clobbering you.
OOC, that's 2 from down.
Wow.
Huh?
So we can tell you look like you're near death.
Oh, yeah. Like, barely on my feet.
Yeah. 15 AC is not very good.
No, very squishy.
Skippy, your turn.
Yeah.
Sorry, what were you shooting there, Skippy?
The hill giant.
That's a miss. That one hits.
Take 19.
All right. Anything else on your turn?
I would love to billow my magic cape, but I don't have one, and I don't have a bonus action, so I can't do it.
Okay.
I gave a character in my campaign a cloak of billowing, and they said it's permanently just billowing unless I actively have to use a bonus action. Otherwise, it is just billowing.
Yeah, I gave 2 out in my campaign, and they were lots of fun.
Oh, it's such a great little flavor piece.
Lignyck, these guys really don't like you.
They probably think the fireball came from him.
All right, Lignyck, 21 hits. So you are taking 9 points of force damage.
9?
Yep.
Which one did that come from, by the way?
One that I just pinged.
Thank you very much.
Gaelen, 20 hits. You take 3 points of bludgeoning damage, and please give me a Constitution saving throw. You're still fine. So this is at disadvantage against Skippy because he's prone.
14 misses, I believe. Oh, no. 23?
23.
I was...
So Skippy takes 6 points of force damage.
I
Well,
took it.
at least it wasn't a crit.
Yeah, rolling double 19s kind of sucks. All right, Gaelen, you're surrounded again.
Yeah, but by a bunch of punch dolls.
Yep.
That one.
Sorry, I missed that. Which one? The near death?
Yeah.
Oh, it failed. You finally got one.
Finally.
Oh, shoot. I forgot to put the knights in the initiative.
I was going to be screaming at them shortly.
Hey, guys. See the cleric? The guy does.
Okay, that's a hit.
I will spend a key to flurry.
Okay.
The one to the south.
No.
And again.
Can you make a Constitution saving throw for me, please?
Yeah.
As you strike into the zombie with your crit fail, one of its rib bones jabs into your hand, and it feels pretty sharp and awful. And you're definitely not feeling so hot right now. And the zombie's still up.
Okay, that second attack is the same one.
Yep, that's put it down to 1 hit point.
I will disengage. And I'm done.
Lignyck, does a 14 hit?
It doesn't when I reactionarily cast a shield on myself.
Aha! Well, then you're fine. The ogre's fist slams off your shield and takes out what little is left of the front of the tower. It's the roof is starting to sag, and the walls are crumbling. All right, Faewyn, what you got?
Well, the first thing I do is I scream, "Townsfolk, attack!"
All right, I'll put them in initiative. All right, and what else are you doing?
I'm going to shoot a firebolt at the near-death one, the most southerly one.
That's a hit, and it's really hurting.
Okay, and then I'm going to move. These are 10 feet tall walls.
Yep.
How tall are the ogre?
Oh, yeah,
zombies?
they're 10 feet tall.
So if I was on the walls, he could still hit me.
Yeah, the tower is about to fall down on top of you, so it might be a good idea to get out of there.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out if I want to climb down on the walls behind.
Okay.
Can I climb there?
Yep.
Lignyck, come down! And I'm done.
All right, Lignyck.
I can attack and then move?
Yes.
And is it an action to switch from my crossbow, to my sword?
No, you can drop the crossbow and switch to your sword. If you want to safely stow the crossbow on your person, then you can't do both in a turn without using a bonus action, I think. Is that right, Gaelen?
Yes, stowing it as an action.
Okay.
I will drop my bow and pull my sword. Because he is close enough I can sword with him, because he's punching.
Yes, definitely.
And Krabby has him flanked?
Yep. Yeah, you won't miss this guy, that's for sure.
He's badly injured. Finish him off.
Badly injured ogre zombies still have lots of health left.
Yeah.
I don't have a shield, so...
So two-handed. Okay, so that's a good solid hit.
Second attack, Fear my 8.
It doesn't. It takes it and likes it.
Then I ran away.
It gets an attack of opportunity. Where are you running to? Like down beside Faewyn? 12 doesn't hit, does it? Oh, it does.
I have a question about that, because...
You had already cast shield, but it ends on your turn, I think, right?
Until the start of my next turn. Yeah, okay.
So you take
So he smokes me.
10 points of bludgeoning damage.
It really should be until the end of your next turn.
Well, that's not how it's written, so...
Actually, it would be too good. It's already
Everybody
really
would take
good.
it all the time.
And bonus... I still get a bonus action?
Yes.
Krabby is going to try and eat his face.
Okay. 20 definitely hits. All right.
I am done.
It misspelt Krabby.
I'm pretty sure that says Gaelen and it spelled it correctly. 25 hits, 12 bludgeoning damage. as this ogre walks over, seeing no targets in the destroyed tower, and blasts you one.
With a mace, right? Or Morningstar.
Sorry, yep.
Bonk.
The elven archer isn't doing anything. He is hurt and scared and running away. Grun, how are you doing?
Not the best I've ever done. So I am going to use my action to disengage to just actually go back 5. It just won't let me do that. And then I'm going to cast. I can't. I'm going to move. So I'll go there and cast Mass Healing Word. So that will get Gaelen, myself, Lignyck, the running away knight.
Is that a bonus action?
Skippy. Yep.
Okay.
Skippy and and Krabby or Faewyn if they're hit. Faewyn, have you taken any damage?
Not yet.
Neither has Krabby.
No? Okay, and then I'll use the rest on the elfin archer that I hadn't quite got to full health last time.
Okay.
Nice roll. I mean, decent.
Everyone heals 6.
Okay. Did everybody mark up their hit points? Anything else on your turn, Grun? I think that's action, bonus action, movement.
Unless I can move through the knights.
You can. It costs you double movement to move through each square. So I think you've used 10 movement so far.
No, I can get myself to there. That's fine though, as long as there's a few between me and the hill giant right now.
I can't tell if Skippy gets an attack of opportunity or not.
On Grun.
I think the 10-foot height difference is going to make a difference. Well, I guess 4 feet.
Oh, look at him.
No, he's attacking at disadvantage
Oh, wow.
of exhaustion, so it's not a crit.
No, but he's flanking with me. So
No,
it's
he
a
was
normal-
attacking. He was attacking the near death
Oh, the
zombie.
little guy.
above him. Yeah. He figured he could take the easy kill, but he failed to realize that these guys are con save masters and didn't go down when he nearly chopped it in half with his greatsword. Sorry, Mr. Knight.
I could have told you these things don't like to die.
Oh, the good old days when cure wounds used to hurt undead.
Oh, it's like, where's this ogre zombie that's supposed to be next in line? But he's the one running away.
He's getting his exercise.
Crit fail.
Ouch.
Both swings miss. That's disappointing.
Oh, the first one misses. I was worried about that first one because it's like a lot of damage.
Yeah, that would have been nice. But no, they're well armored. You're up, Skippy.
If I go there, am I adjacent to this zombie?
It's like 5 feet below. No, you're not.
Below me. So no, I'm not. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I thought. I just wanted to make sure. Because I'm going to be shooting my crossbow and I don't want to do it at disadvantage.
Yep, you can shoot regularly at that.
Yeah, so I am not aiming.
Nice.
That is a dead zombie.
And for my second trick, I will attack the hill
Crit him out.
for 15.
All right. Anything else on your turn?
Just a second, I haven't used my bonus actions in a while, so I'm going through them here. Oh, I used my bonus action for my second attack. I didn't realize that. That just leaves me with movement, and I already did the movement that I want to do, so I'll just stay where I am.
Your second attack takes your
wait.
bonus action?
Yeah.
Oh, so you can't aim and
So I
take
couldn't do
attacks around.
that. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry.
Anything else?
Can I have a magical crossbow of warning?
No. Your turn's over.
Okay. You just sounded like you were in a generous mood, so I just wanted to make.
That's a nice try. Gaelen, a 10 doesn't hit, does it?
No.
Oh. Krabby! No! 18 points of damage as an Eldritch Blast fires into the fray and smokes him. All right, Gaelen, you've got some options here.
As my bonus action, I'm going to activate my tattoo.
Okay.
And I'll attack that one.
Okay.
With the
The Masters of the Constitution save.
Splat.
and the big guy.
Okay.
Oh, I suppose I got advantage. Eh?
Yep. Might as well see if you get a crit.
Oh.
Nice.
I'll roll some extra dice.
Yeah. What's the custom damage? That's from your tattoo, right?
That's the tattoo, yeah.
Okay, so you did 19 total. That was a good hit.
Yeah, I wish it was on the one where he doesn't, get to save. But, and I'm done.
All right, Faewyn.
Okay, so can I just get clarification on a couple of things first?
Absolutely.
So, can I move and cast a spell and then continue the rest of my movement as long as I keep it into the movement I have for my turn?
Yes,
And I can cast a cantrip and another spell as a bonus action?
that's right.
Okay, thank you. I think I don't have one to cast at the moment. Oh my goodness. But I'm going to move to there so that I can see the big guy.
Okay.
And I'm casting Frostbite on him.
Okay, so he takes 9 points of cold damage.
And has disadvantage on his next weapon attack roll that it makes before the end of its next turn.
Okay, that's a pretty sweet spell.
And I'll get through so that I'm on that side and not in line of sight.
Yeah,
Sounds
dropping
good.
disadvantage on him is nice.
Yeah, I figured that would be helpful since he's hitting like a truck.
Lignyck.
I just realized that I moved farther than I should have been able to. I only have a movement rate of 15, and it looks like I moved 25.
Back then.
And that's where she would have. Well, that's where she would have been standing. So I would still be probably there.
Just up on the wall. Okay.
How far away am I from my crossbow?
10 feet.
I run back, grab it, and I'm gonna run back to grab it, and so I will end up, I suspect, here at the end of it.
Yeah.
With crossbow in hand instead of sword.
Oh.
Unless I could pick it up without dropping the sword if I'm not using it.
Like you've got the sword in one hand and the crossbow in the other?
Yeah.
Yep.
Since I'm still up here anyway, Krabby is going to attack himself. Is going to attack a zombie hill giant.
Okay.
Since he's here anyways. Oops.
Krabby's not feeling very good after getting smoked by an eldritch blast. So yeah, he doesn't look all that effective right now.
Circuitry is not responding.
Zzz, zzz. Gaelen, you're taking 8 points of bludgeoning damage, and please make a Constitution saving throw. All right, Grun.
I'm going to start off by casting a 3rd level Cure Wounds on myself.
Sounds like a good plan.
That's better. With that, I feel comfortable enough to poke my head out. Thank you. I will move the spiritual weapon. Yeah, the spiritual weapon will go right beside the hill giant and attack him. Yeah.
1 extra damage with that crit.
Woohoo.
Is going to be enough.
Even close. Anything else, Grun?
No, I think that's it. That was my action bonus and move. A little bit of move.
Okay, Fate has something against Krabby.
No kidding. There's a lot of targets there to choose from. Krabby takes 27 points of bludgeoning damage, and he misses a knight.
That's this guy. So I am standing. I'm not prone.
Yep.
I'm gonna take an aim at the hill giant.
Okay.
So I'll roll with advantage, but only one attack this turn.
Oh, looky.
28 points of damage on a crit.
That kills him.
Splooch.
We do still have one left.
2. There's 2 little zombies there.
There's 4.
One, the one who's running away. The big one that ran away.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The eldritch ones are down the road, too. All right. So that's Skippy's turn.
Okay, it's cute how those eldritch ones think they're far enough away.
I feel so blessed.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I rolled 100? Well.
Did he just shoot himself in the face?
No, he shot one of his buddies, though. But he saved. So he's just down to 1 hit point now. Wow, these guys really don't like Skippy.
Well, he just put a stick through the big guy's eye.
He does a 15 hit?
Yep.
You take 10 points of force damage.
Nope. I don't want it.
You remember
Well-
he's immune to force, he reflects it.
No, he's not. I've proven over and over again that he's taking force damage like crazy. All right, Gaelen, punching bag time. Oh, you got him on the first try.
Yeah, I don't think I can quite get there.
That's too bad.
Actually, I can. I'll flurry. Attack him.
Okay, I see them now.
And I assume it took both attacks to kill that guy.
Yeah.
Okay, then I'm done.
All right, Faewyn?
Sorry, just measuring ranges.
Yep.
Okay, so if I get to there, I can get the uninjured one.
So that's 4 attack dice on second level. Okay. Yeah, so you did 12 damage to it. Anything else on your turn?
Nope.
We'll see how it likes force damage.
Lignyck, you're up.
Being kind of on the wall, am I able to see it?
Yeah.
I am taking a bonus action. I am casting Branding Smite. The next weapon attack that I deal will do that much radiant damage.
Nice.
He's 110 feet away, which puts him into long range for my crossbow. I am going to use my inspiration to negate disadvantage.
Yeah,
And then if all goes well, I'm going to shoot him.
that's a hit,
So I'm doing 18 damage.
which is more than enough.
Nice.
And it's radiant, so he doesn't get back up, bugger.
Bugger.
You guys successfully defended Sessora.
Yay!